What is up YouTube? My name is Happiness and welcome to my channel. So we're gonna react to this video whereby I came across, so I didn't come across it, so I was recommended by somebody in the comments, you see. So we were talking about these Afrikaners and yada yada yada. Long story short, he sends me this link to this video whereby it says the $8,000 robot that will end your career this year. So you know all these robots whereby they are this evolution of robots that are being developed nowadays by these car manufacturing companies, whereby these robots can do gymnastics, they can dance and do all of that. So this guy claims that all these robots are going to take your job one day. And he's not saying one day, he's saying that it has started this year. When is it? This is May. So he's just trying to say that by the end of this year, all of these robots will have a place in society. So, not saying much, we're gonna look at the video, and then as the video still goes on, we will comment from ourselves, you see. So yeah, despite that, yeah, let's check this video out and we will be right back.
Let's get something clear right off the bat. This channel isn't about buzzwords. It's not about corporate jargon or selling you comforting BS about the exciting future of work. This is straight talk for Generation X, the generation that's old enough to remember when computers used floppy disks, but old enough to still need to protect 20 or more years of their employment. You need to know what's coming and when so you can be more prepared than most in order to protect you and your family from AI taking your career away from you. While everybody else is busy writing LinkedIn posts about embracing change, in this episode I'm tracking exactly which robots are being deployed, where they're being deployed, and which jobs they're eliminating. Because here's the brutal truth, guys, the timeline has accelerated beyond anyone's expectations. I know we talk a lot about timelines and accelerations, but it seems like each week, week after week, it's faster and faster. We're not talking about some distant future scenario either. Hyundai, the car company, is deploying thousands of humanoid robots in factories by the end of this year. Amazon's Vulcan is already operating in warehouses today. And of last week, Chinese surgical robots have performed over 20,000 orthopedic operations. Get that knee replacement done in China, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't science fiction. It's May 2025 and the robot take.
Okay, sorry for stopping the video, but yeah, I can agree to what he's saying, whereby these robots have started doing surgery on people. As you also heard that, I just want to add a take on what he is saying, that imagine a robot doing surgery on you, opening you up, liver, and remember these robots are not those robots whereby they are not like humans, because these ones, they will be programmed to do stuff perfect, whereby these robots, like their accuracy level will be top notch, like on another level, you see. I just wanted to add this, but I also wanted to say about this Neuralink, about Elon Musk, and putting a chip inside people's brain. That thing has to stop. But let's continue with this video.
Takeover is already underway. This channel has one purpose: to give you the unfiltered reality of what's happening right now so you can prepare, adapt, and survive. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. No corporate doublespeak, no false hope, just practical strategies for navigating a world where robots have learned to walk, run, and soon sit at your desk. So please hit that like and subscribe button, because I'm about to drop some truth bombs that make last week Zuckerberg's AI predictions look like a gentle warm-up. My name is Rod Miller, and you're about to find out why these dancing robots you laughed at on YouTube are about to be your co-workers or your replacements. So, remember Boston Dynamics was in the news a lot, the company behind those terrifying dog robots, and and Atlas robots doing those urban acrobatics. Well, Hyundai acquired Boston Robotics in 2021, and now they're planning to deploy tens of thousands of these bipedal, is it bipedal or bipedal? I say bipedal beasts in their manufacturing plants starting by the end of this year. This isn't a pilot program. This isn't a test. This is a full-scale invasion of the assembly line scheduled for the 2025 holiday season. Just in time to replace workers asking for Christmas bonuses, too. Hyundai dropped $21 billion in automating their U.S. operations, and the centerpiece, the robots they acquired from Boston Dynamics, machines capable of doing backflips while assembling cars. Meanwhile, the company's talking about creating 100,000 jobs while at the same time building a robot army. Something about that math just doesn't add up for me, guys. These aren't your grandfather's industrial robots bolted to the floor either. We've all seen those, orange or yellow, all bolted, all doing those welding jobs or putting bolts in. These are free-roaming, AI-powered, athletic humanoids that can navigate complex spaces, use tools, and adapt to changing conditions. Hyundai is not just building cars anymore. They're building the blueprint for the post-human factories. Want to see what our robot replacements look like? Look no further than the NVIDIA GTC conference. They literally paraded these things around like it was a damn fashion show for the apocalypse. Let's take a tour of our future overlords, shall we? First up, 1X's Neo Gamo robot. This thing vacuumed floors, watered plants, and posed for selfies with the crowd. Their CEO had the gall to say, "What we're selling now in 2025 is not Rosie the robot, it's a journey."
Okay, do you see that these robots can also do the domestic work, like cleaning the house, ironing, and washing the dishes? I mean, it is amazing how technology has evolved nowadays, whereby all these robots, like if you don't want a domestic worker, somebody who can assist you to clean in the house, you can hire one of these robots so that they can do the chores in the house for you. So he is right. These robots are really taking people's jobs, not only in the corporate world, but even in the household. You can use them for your own convenience.
To Rosie the robot. That's real sweet. Translation, we haven't perfected the technology that will replace you, but we're working on it. And it gets better. 1X says Neo will cost less than a car and start going to paying customers this year. Less than a car. We're looking at a price point that makes robot workers accessible to small businesses, not just mega corporation. And then there's Agility's Digit. This two-legged nightmare showed off its grocery shopping skills, grabbing random items it had never seen before and putting them in a basket. It's already deployed in warehouses for full shifts, and now they're working on letting it move freely among human workers in the next 18 months. Because what could possibly go wrong with a bipedal robot wandering around Whole Foods alongside elderly people and people with strollers? I know, my mom would fall down. If she's done it before, she'll do it again. That's not funny. I'm not laughing because my mom falls. I'm laughing because my mom falls a lot. That's terrible. I probably should edit that out. I love my mom. It was just Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I did send her a card with her upside down on the front. Terrible son. And of course, Boston Dynamics Atlas was the star of the show, even without physically being there. They've upgraded their learning method. Now they simply put a human in a motion capture suit, feed that data to the robot overnight, and boom, it can do cartwheels by morning. Their CTO literally said they're working on generalist policies, so these robots won't be limited to specialized tasks anymore. They're building a jack-of-all-trades replacement for you and me both. We're talking about robots with sophisticated whole-body control, high-powered output from electric actuators, and bodies made from titanium and aluminum 3D printed parts. That's fighter jet tech talk walking around your workplace. Hyundai's testing starts in 2025, but here's what they're not telling us. The Atlas is described as a game changer, specifically designed for commercialization.
Okay, just to add something quickly, since all these celebrities are being arrested lately, Chris Brown is in jail, Tory Lanez is in jail, and you can see all these robots are good at acrobatics. And since Chris Brown is in jail, I feel that they should produce a robot that can mimic Chris Brown's moves, so that if he's in jail, in prison, the concert his concerts can still continue. That's my take. That's my take, guys.
This isn't research anymore. This is production planning. And if one company is doing it, you know darn well everyone else is scrambling to catch up. But wait, it gets better. Or worse. While Hyundai's building robot workers, Amazon just unveiled Vulcan. Ow. Their first robot with a sense of touch. This machine can actually feel. Can feel when it lifts boxes. It can feel what it's touching. It's equipped with what they call a force feedback sensor system that lets it know exactly how much pressure to apply. Oh, and it can handle 75% of all Amazon inventory at human speeds. But unlike humans, it never needs sick days, bathroom breaks, or workers' comp when their back goes out, like mine does. Amazon's already reduced fulfillment processing times by 25% at their test facility. And here's the beautiful irony. Amazon claims Vulcan will help workers avoid climbing ladders to reach high shelves. Sure, it'll help all right by eliminating the need to have the workers in the first place. What are we supposed to do if we're working there? Just supervise the robots that don't need our supervision? Make sure they don't start breakdancing and fall off the shelves? Just when you thought it couldn't get more dystopian, Tesla's planning to mass-produce Optimus humanoids. We're talking thousands by the end of 2025, ramping up to 50 to 100,000 units in 2026. These robots feature hands with 22 degrees of freedom, more articulation than I manage after my second drink of the evening.
Imagine,
Tesla's
that's what I'm
targeting
talking
a price
about.
point
A
of under
robot
$20,000
that
per
can
unit.
do
That's
household chores.
They're
Look
literally
at that.
making
Look at
robots
this,
more
guys.
affordable
Look what's
than human
happening at the
workers.
moment.
And unlike humans, these machines improve every single month through wireless updates. Tesla is already using Optimus robots in their own factories for battery cell sorting. They're not waiting for us to adapt. They're proving the concept with their own operations first. By the time these robots hit the mass market, the business case will be bulletproof. While America's tech giants parade their robots at NVIDIA's conference, something even more terrifying is happening across the Pacific. China has unleashed a full-spectrum robot ecosystem, from giant humanoids to medical robots literally performing surgery on human patients. Their Magic Bot, China's first general-purpose humanoid robot, isn't some tech demo. It stands taller than a human, it's mass-produced, and it's being sold to factories and warehouses right now. These aren't research projects or prototypes. These are export-ready robots already shipping to 40-plus countries, including the U.S., Canada, and all across Europe. A Chinese company called K2 Tech has robots harvesting tomatoes and kiwi fruit in commercial greenhouses. $60,000 a pop, already operating in Russia and New Zealand. No human pickers needed. The most bone-chilling part?
Since these robots are going to start to do most of the, like what he just said, he said that these robots are gonna do those tomatoes and do what most farm workers would do. So the question that I'm having is that why is it that since you heard in the news lately that Trump just is busy migrating Afrikaners there in America. And what I heard with these Afrikaners, they are the ones who should be supposed to be working in the fields and all of that. So why do you migrate these people over that side, whilst you can use these robots to do the rest of? Because now I'm hearing that yeah, these robots can do all of that. That's my take.
They've got surgical robots performing orthopedic operations on human knees and joints. The robot has become the surgeon, not just the assistant. Think about that for a second. We're already at the point where people are letting machines cut into their bodies without human hands on the controls. And while we're debating whether robots can replace human workers, China's already deployed warehouse robots at Nike, Adidas, Walmart, and Skechers. Their delivery speed proves it. Those packages aren't being processed by humans anymore. It's all automated, all roboticized, and all happening right now. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo. Here's the math that I worry about. Last quarter, humanoid robots were selling for $120,000 to $150,000. Expensive, right? Well, industry analysts are projecting these will drop to under $8,000 by this coming December. Let that sink in. A sophisticated robot worker for less than a used Honda Civic before the Christmas shopping season. Average warehouse worker, $35,000 a year plus benefits. That's around $60,000 total cost to the company annually, whether you knew that or not. Basically, when you hire an employee, you almost have to double their salary in benefits and taxes. So $60,000 versus an $8,000 one-time purchase for a robot that works 24/7, never calls in sick, never files a grievance, never joins a union. The return on investment is so obvious it hurts. And it's not just
Okay, like I like what he just said. That these robots, like you won't have any grievance from a robot whereby he's complaining about his pay, whereby he's coming late. He has to join a union, and now you have to increase their salary and all of that because these robots they're working for free, and what you just have to do is just to maintain them. That's only expense to which it will be incurring from the owners of these robots. But yeah,
manufacturing. Figure AI's robots are already placing 1,000 automated components per day at BMW after just a few months of deployment. Agility Robotics Digit is moving totes in Georgia warehouses. Yes, Georgia, United States of America. The same state where Hyundai's robot revolution is beginning in the Hyundai car manufacturing plant. The pattern is clear. Test in one industry, scale across all industries. Look at the Chinese examples. Coffee robots selling drinks for half the price of Starbucks. Commercial floor cleaning bots for $15,000 replacing entire janitorial staffs. Window cleaning robots for $800 that scale 30-story buildings without complaint. This isn't about improving efficiency. It's about completely eliminating human labor costs. What we're witnessing is a global arms race. The entire spectrum of human labor is being systematically replaced by machines that work 24/7. And the executives, they're celebrating this. Tech CEOs aren't trying to hide their plans. They're openly discussing how the robots will eliminate human jobs because the math is so obvious. So what the heck can you actually do when robots are literally walking into your workplace? First, stop thinking about jobs and start thinking about human value domains. There are still 3 territories where flesh and blood maintains advantages over silicon. Complexity navigation. While robots excel at structured tasks, they crap the bed when faced with genuinely novel problems requiring creative adaptation. As long as they've been trained on something, they can handle it. But as soon as something comes up that they haven't been trained on, they have no idea what to do. So position yourself at the messy interface between departments, between businesses, between humans and machines. Be the person who navigates chaos when the AI hits an edge case it wasn't trained for. Number 2, the judgment layer. Someone needs to determine if what the AI suggests is actually a good idea in the real world. Become the essential human with enough technical literacy to understand what the machines are doing, but enough human wisdom to know when they're creating solutions nobody asks for and nobody needs. Number 3, relationship management. Despite all this robot evolution, humans still prefer dealing with humans for emotionally complex situations. That's
okay, facts over there is facts. Like, take your psychologist. I don't feel that one day a robot can be a psychologist, but there is this app whereby they're still testing it, or maybe it's still people are using it. I don't know, but I don't feel that a robot can tell you how to deal with your emotions. Can a robot do that? Like, give you, like, I don't know, but even teaching. Can a robot replace a teacher? Can you comment down below and tell me if a robot can replace a teacher?
That includes sales, crisis management, negotiation, leadership. These roles will transform but not vanish. Robots might schedule the meetings, but humans will still close the deal. Yes, get those technical credentials we talk about, but combine them with these uniquely human domains. A certification alone is just renting temporary safety. Understanding these fundamental value territories gives you a renewable shelter from the robot storm. What's changed now is the timeline. We're not talking about next year anymore. It's happening this quarter and this year. The February rollout at Amazon's Memphis facility has already replaced 72% of the picking staff. The window to adapt isn't closing, it's barely cracked open. So share this video, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't yet subscribed.
Okay, guys, there you go. The robots are coming. They're gonna take your job. They're gonna replace you. I'll make an example. Like, I remember in McDonald's, you used to order like via the cashier. You know, the cashier talking to you and all of that. But due to McDonald's being an international company and they are way revenue wise having more money to do such stuff. I mean, like the computer now, you can order via computer. Like you just click what you want and what, and then it will go through to the cashier, and then the cashier will just give you your order. And yeah, maybe there's no longer a cashier, but you can also pay via PayPal and your card transfer and all of those stuff. You see, so yeah, guys, this is a big concern for human civilization. And they used to be saying that they are coming, the robots are coming. And we never took it to thought that it would happen. But since he says it, like, and I'm looking and I see that all these manufacturing companies like Tesla, because I saw this robot from Tesla first, and then all of a sudden all these other car manufacturers are coming with all these evolution of these robots. But yeah, guys, yes, the robots are gonna take our jobs one day. But yeah, that's all that I can say. Thank you for liking my channel. Okay, and thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe, and let's meet up to the next one. Peace out.